Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium. This is the second Friday Night Lights game. This time it is on a Friday, and we've got two teams, Lourdes and GC, who did play here last week.
Yeah, both teams did not win. The Gales did win their game against Ross, and Lourdes lost a nail-biter to the Centennial Spartans. So let's see how both these teams can do tonight.
Right off the bat, it looks like... Did Lourdes go onside? I think Lourdes kicked onside and just recovered.
And it was an onside kick. Lourdes definitely game playing that before the game.
I mean, right into our intro, one of the only kickoffs of the game, the first one, and it's an onside kick. GC definitely was not expecting that.
I wouldn't have expected that either. How many times do you see that?
That kick was deep as well. They recovered that inside GC's inside GC's 50, just near their 40. So St. Hilaire will hand off for the first snap of the game, as looks like they'll pick up about good modest gain of 8.
Yeah, Drummond there with the carry. I think that's about 9 actually. But this game is very important here. Both these teams only each have 1 win, but 4 teams make it to the playoffs. And Ross is pretty much already eliminated. And right now, BM, St. James, and Cent all have more than 2 wins. So this is a very important game here for the last playoff spot.
So they will move the sticks. It is a first down. Ross and BM did play yesterday. BM did win that 26-zip over Ross. That pretty much eliminated Ross from contention.
Yeah, BM had 10 sacks in that game, and Ross just had no answer.
Drummond is
and the ball's
under
out.
duress. It looks like he fumbled, and GC, do they have it? No signal from the ref yet. No, it looks like a Lourdes O-lineman jumped on that ball, but good job there to pinch by GC.
Will be moved back a tiny bit there, but great play by GC. They just lit up that Lourdes line, and now it will be second down and long.
So it looks like second and about 13 here for St. Hilaire in the Lourdes offense.
And they're going to be offside there.
Drummond is wrapped up on that screen.
I imagine that penalty will be declined. But yeah, slot backs coming out of the backfield went offside there. That's what the ref will signal. It looks like they actually accepted that penalty. No, they declined it, my bad.
Okay, so it will be third down now, and it looks like the Lourdes offense is staying out there. No, it looks like they'll switch it up because Lourdes don't have that many players, so when they're switching for special teams, only a few guys.
Yeah, only a few guys. They have a lot of guys who play both ways. So we saw some trickery on special teams right off the bat. Let's see if they have anything in store for us here.
It'll be a long 3rd and 13 if they do have anything up their sleeve, but I imagine St. Hilaire will just punt this away and try to pin them. Poor punt, as it looks like they will jump on it, and GC will try to make a return. Nice move, as he will not get past the 30, stopped at about the 28.
About a 20-yard punt there. 5-yard return there by, I believe,
it was Daniel Newen, I believe, on the return. So now we'll see the first of GC's offense. Good for them, as Lourdes should have good field position off that onside kick, but they will not do any damage, and we'll see Garvin's first snap.
Yeah, nice job by that GC defense to set a tone for this game.
There's Body as he's wrapped up for a good pickup of, it looks like, 5 yards.
Yeah, GC looking to establish that run game right off the bat. Decent 5-yard gain there.
We saw them establish the run game against Ross, but it's hard to tell because Ross's defense isn't very fantastic this year.
Yeah, Ross is clearly the worst team in D10. Ben Body just ripped them apart. I think he had 200-plus yards. 200-plus scrimmage yards for sure by Body. I believe 2 touchdowns. He had a great game.
Garvin under center here for GC on 2nd and 5. Body takes a hit in the backfield, still going. It looks like he did possibly get back to the line with forward progress, but that'll bring up third.
Bounced off a couple there, but nice job by Lourdes to stick with it and get him down.
So Body did pick up a yard on that carry, but nevertheless, they will come up punting. That's Kenneth who takes it on the sideline. They will set up shop near the 35 in their own end.
Nice kick there by the Gales. A lot better than what we saw from Lourdes. But let's see what this Lourdes offense can do. Last time picked up an early first down, then really did nothing. Let's see what they can do this time.
So you watched GC earlier, their defense. They did kind of get lit up in the second half against Ross. Do they need to change anything?
Well, their DB's got to be stronger on the receivers. They were getting lit up, but you got to remember Shoemaker from Ross, the quarterback. He's a very good quarterback, can really throw that ball. But that GC defensive line is pretty good, and we've seen that so far in this game.
They give to Drummond, who is stopped for short yard gain.
The handoff is good. It's brought up a few yards. They'll bring up second down, 2nd and 7.
So Lourdes has come up running the ball quite a bit early in this game. We'll see if they deviate from that plan on 2nd and 7.
Imagine they'll start to throw this ball unless they can get this running game going.
Play action. St. Hilaire will call his own number, but he's wrapped up. Good stop by GC.
Yeah, GC wasn't fooled there. Tackled St. Hilaire there. Nice job by that D-line again.
So the big factor on Lourdes' offense is obviously Zach DeCorso, and they've got to get him involved, I think.
Yeah, we saw DeCorso in that last game we did on Thursday night. He made a huge impact there, scoring a touchdown, almost bringing them back against Cent, but just wasn't enough. Let's see what he can do here.
So we'll see St. Hilaire's second punt, and that'll go right out near midfield. He's had a rough day punting the ball early.
Yeah, not the two greatest punts we've ever seen here. But the defense is holding in there.
Yeah, it was a very low-scoring game against Centennial that they had, really turning it on until Drake Davis finally broke out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we said at the beginning of that game you're going to have to watch Drake Davis and Zach DeCorso, and they both performed fairly well.
So now we'll see the GC offense once again. It'll be Garvin under center. Garvin the pitch to Body. He's got a hole as he'll expose that for a first down. Looks like he picked up about 15 on that run.
That block that broke him free, that looked a lot like a hold. No call from the officials, and they will get a good gain there in their first down of the game.
That's exactly what I was thinking when he broke that play, but they will not throw any flags, and GC looks to be operating here.
Yeah, you'll see GC run a lot in this game. They don't tend to throw with Garvin. We'll see. They didn't in the Ross game. Let's see if they do a bit more of that tonight.
Garvin under center in the eye once again. The give to Body. They will keep exposing that as Body will break out down the far sideline, and he is knocked out by St. Hilaire. Just inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. Nice hit by St. Hilaire, though.
Huge gain there, around 37, I believe. Ben Body just broke that edge there and went to the outside. Big hit by St. Hilaire there at the end of that play. But yeah,
GC's offense has been great so far with the run.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll see them run the ball a lot. Body is so quick in the backfield, and we saw that in the Ross game.
Now it's Garvin in the eye once again. Of course they feed to Body. DeCorso looks to have him wrapped up. Nice play there by DeCorso.
Yeah, DeCorso just doesn't play receiver. He's playing both sides of the ball here. And nice play there by DeCorso, and he's actually going to be down here.
Looks to be shaken up after making that tackle on body.
We'll see if he's all right.
We've seen him shaken up before. He usually stays on the field, but looks a little worse for him right now.
Looks like someone's coming on for him.
So DeCorso will come off. A DB will come out to replace him. We are focused now on 2nd and goal from, it looks like, the 5-yard line. Body is out of the game. Enzo Najo is in the game for GC. They pitch to Najo, and he will get in there. Big truck on the goal line, and GC gets an early 6.
Yeah, Najo just bullied some of those DBs on Lourdes there to get into the end zone. Not a very far run, but a successful run. That's 6 points there for GC. Early start.
You see Najo coming out there a little bit bigger than Body down near that goal line. That's a good look. Good call by GC, I'd say.
Body's not that big of a guy compared to some of the other people out here, but man, he's fast.
And now the extra point from Suleiman. And he will put that one right through. GC go up 7 here early in the first game of Friday Night Lights.
See if DeCorso's back on the field here for offense. Little shaken up, but he's their best receiver.
This will be a big factor. I don't see him coming out there.
Yeah, I see him on the sidelines right now. So I imagine they'll run quite a bit here.
I don't want to be super critical of the Lourdes offense, but without DeCorso, they have not established much.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. Let's see if they try to stick with this run game, or see if they go to the passing game without their best receiver.
Earlier, they have given the ball to Drummond quite a bit. And without your best receiver, I'd definitely see you keep going to Drummond here. And it looks like he'll trip up, even though he could have picked up a few more yards.
Yeah, I just got tripped up there. Looks like about a gain of 1, I'd give there. And here comes DeCorso back into the game. That's a good sign for Lourdes, especially on 2nd and 9. Potential passing play here.
So a 2nd and long upcoming. Good to see DeCorso back out there, as we'll see him out wide, matched up against Guthrie there on the near side. They'll look to him as well, and he's overthrown there.
That was great coverage there by Guthrie. Not allowing DeCorso to get to the outside and just burn him. Great job there by Anakin Guthrie.
So now here's 3rd. And with the last 2 punts that have happened for Lourdes, you see maybe just trying a little bit of trickery here. You have faith in your punter.
I'd give him one last opportunity here, but he's going to be on a short leash. That was a decent kick there.
Guthrie will field it here for GC. Nice move. Now he's going to look for some room as he's brought down near midfield just on his side at about the 53. Good return by Guthrie.
Yeah, decent return there, around 15 yards. Now again, the Gales will start at around midfield.
And after the last possession, you've just got to start feeding Ben Body the ball all the time. Don't even risk trying to turn the ball over.
Yeah,
through the air.
If the running game's working, why not stick with it? And right now it's working pretty effectively.
So now what Lourdes have got to do is give him a reason to stop running the ball. Here's Garvin. They will go to the air. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete near the 20. Down to the about 17. Nice throw there by Garvin.
What a catch there, around a 40-yard gain. And just as we said, they should stick with the run game, which I'm guessing Lourdes thought they would do. They go deep, and a huge gain there. Now they're back in scoring territory.
That was Kay and Robinson with the reception. And Garvin with a great throw there in one-on-one coverage. Back into the eye. They give to Body. Big hole. He loses the football. But the play looked like it was blown dead.
I think that's Lourdes' ball.
I heard a whistle before that ball was recovered. Because you could see the dissatisfaction of the Lourdes players here on the near side.
And it will stay GC's ball. I'm surprised that whistle went so quick there.
I looked like he was on both feet when he dropped the ball. I'm not sure, but anyway, it'll be a second and it looks like 5 here for Garvin in the GC offense. He'll set up once again under center in the eye. Rolls left. Looks like he'll call his own number, but he's brought up short. Nice tackle by St. Hilaire from his linebacker spot.
Looked like a read option. He had the option to give it to Body or keep it himself, and he kept it himself. And I think that was a no-yard gain. They will bring on the field goal unit, I believe.
So GC looking to make it a 2-possession game with a field goal here. Here's Suleiman from the left hash. Kick is up and good. It's 10-0 Gales early here in the first quarter.
2 minutes left in this first quarter, and Lourdes hasn't really shown anything on offense, but the Gales are rolling on offense and playing good defense.
Your score, folks, now. As you can see on the board, 10 for GC, 0 for Lourdes. Let's hear from both teams. Let's get those hands back and keep the score.
So now if you're Lourdes, what do you have to change?
I don't really think the run game's working as well as they want it to, so see if they go to the air here. I'd pass the ball, maybe get out of this I formation. They keep coming in. But every play they go in that I formation, and I think it's supposed to be a bit of trickery the way they exit, but it doesn't seem to be working. They did this every play against Sen.
Didn't deviate from that, especially late in the game. They kept doing it, and it just kept chewing clock for them.
They don't really do anything out of that package. They either run the ball or those receivers split out and they pass the ball. But let's see if they keep going with it, and maybe if they show a couple more plays from that package.
So they'll stay with it now as everyone rolls out. St. Hilaire will drop back to pass, airing it up for, looks like it was a miscommunication between his receiver and himself as no one was in the area. That'll bring up third.
I think the receiver might have ran the route wrong. And it seems like he's telling him what he was supposed to do, but clearly a little bit of miscommunication there. And again, Lourdes will have to punt.
So if GC gets the ball back, punches it in for another score, I mean, it's really early, but GC's look like a much better team right now. Let's see. Hope it doesn't get out of hand right now.
Yeah, Lourdes' defense is going to have to come up big here and stop this GC offense.
Not many blocks in this near side as he takes a hit. goes out. That's Nathan Dixon on the return as he took a hit. Looks like a little bit up high, but he looks all right.
Yeah, Dixon took a couple of good shots there, but battled for the extra yards. What heart there.
So it looks like it'll be first down inside Lourdes' half of the field at the 51.
They keep starting around where both 50-yard lines are, and they've been doing a great job of marching down the field. Let's see if they pass this ball again on first down like they did last time for that huge gain.
So they'll go out of the eye once again. Garvin rolls out. He's got some pressure. He didn't even
Ball's
see him.
out.
That's Drummond that dropped him. Looks like the ball is out. We'll see from the ref
And
signal.
he did recover, I believe.
Good play by Drummond there on the blitz to pick up Garvin rolling out to his left, and he just hit him.
Nice job to grab that ball, too. He came over top, so he hit both those hands, and the ball came out there. Nice rush there by Drummond.
Second and 18 upcoming here for GC. Garvin out of the gun, split backfield. Dropping back now, rolling to his right. Looking for body, overshot him, feeling the pressure it looks like. That'll bring up third and long.
Nice job by that Lourdes D there. They got the stop they needed, and their offense will now have another chance.
So now it'll be Suleiman coming up punting.
Good punt there.
Looks like he muffed it. He picks it up as no one's really near him, and he'll be wrapped just over the 25.
And that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
So a great start here for GC. I believe that was Kenneth on the return.
Both teams will now switch sides. Now let's see what Lourdes can do to open up this quarter.
If you're Lourdes, you got to try to find DeCorso with one-on-one coverage because he's just thrives when that happens to him.
It's hard for the quarterback to read that coming out of this I formation, though.
And that run was blown up immediately.
Every time he comes out of this I formation, which DeCorso is usually back there, you can't really tell what the coverage is going to be on him, so it's hard to see.
So it'll be second down and 12 after that play was blown up.
Seems like an obvious passing down here.
He's going to air it out for DeCorso. It's underthrown.
He had him there. Corso ran a nice post route there. Had him pretty much wide open. DeCorso burned his corner there. And now they're going to punt once again.
And you can't afford to another poor punt because GC's offense has operated very well. Good punt there by St. Hilaire. It'll be returned by Guthrie now. Guthrie on the far side. Spins off.
Down.
He has lots of room. Here's Guthrie.
Is a flag down.
Down to the 45. Good return as he saw some daylight after he spinned off that one tackle.
Guthrie with a couple spin moves there, but there is a flag on the play.
See who that flag's against. There we see Guthrie's run again. In a spin cycle there, spun out of 2 tackles, then spun out of another one.
So it looks like it was on Lourdes, as the return will stand for Guthrie, and that's good for GC as they'll set up on the 45 of Lourdes. And they could really start running away with it here.
They score a touchdown here. Be very hard for a Lourdes offense that hasn't really shown too much to get back in a 3-score game.
Split backfield once again for Garvin out of the gun. He will hand it off, and looks like they'll pick up a good gain of about 4.
Handoff is good, brings it up about 3 yards. Brings up second down, 2nd and 7.
It's now Garvin out of the eye. They'll run Joe, and it looks like they will get the stop. And seeing where they are at the field, or on the field right now, they're positioning about the 39-yard line. Would you go for it here?
Yeah, it looks like Body's going to come on the field, and they're going to stay on the field.
Actually, about 3rd and 4.
4 yards. I'm guessing a pitch outside to Body could be wrong here. That's what I imagine they will do here.
They will come into the eye. They love pitching the ball out of the eye formation to Body. We'll see if they do so here on a 3rd and 4. They will pitch to Body on the near side. He is wrapped up, now looking for room. And he will be swallowed up as a loss of about 3 results in a turnover and downs.
I got no problem with them going for it there. Had the ball in the 41, why not go for it there, especially on a Lourdes offense that hasn't really done much all game. But nice job by that Lourdes defense, who isn't playing half bad.
Yeah, they knew that call was coming, and they just executed perfectly, it looks like. And I mean, it's got to be frustrating watching Lourdes play. They come into the same formation every time. It's gotten them nowhere, and they won't change anything, it looks like.
Yeah, I think we just have to accept the fact that's just how their offense rolls.
Looks like they'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards there with with St. Hilaire, taking himself. It'll be a gain of 3. Now St. Hilaire will take it himself once again here. And
Huge
he'll be
stiff arm there.
wrapped up. It looks like a little bit short. Ball's loose, and looks like
GC's
GC
calling, saying they have it.
The refs don't agree with that one, as it'll be third, it looks like.
Let's see where this ball's spotted.
Looks like they want to spot it at the 50, 3rd and 1 upcoming.
I'd definitely go for this too.
If you're Lourdes, you need a spark on offense. I'd be going for it for sure. What do you call, though, if you're Lourdes? Quarterback keeper once again?
I'd go under center here and just go for the keep with the 1 yard off the ball. And that's what
they're
they'll
going to do. As St. Hilaire will pick up a bunch of yards, actually. It looks like he lost the ball again, but recovered it himself, as they will move the chains.
Yeah, nice play there. Acted like they were going in shotgun. St. Hilaire jumps up to the line and pushes for a couple of extra, more than he needed, but nice play there.
So 3 straight runs from St. Hilaire. He will drop back to throw now. He's got his man in the slant. And it looks like forward progress might have got him the first down. Not sure. Worst case, 2nd and inches upcoming.
That looked a bit short, but let's see where they spot this ball. And it's going to be inches again.
So now 2nd and inches. Know you could go for it in 3rd. Just sneak it in. Do you take a shot?
They're going to do the same play they did first time.
So they'll look to just pick up the first here with St. Hilaire.
He did with forwards motion.
I was thinking, you know you're going to pick it up on 3rd. Might as well look deep.
That they could do that, but they're rolling right now, and if they take a deep shot here, maybe it gets picked off. I like that play call.
We'll see what they can do here on 1st down, as they're rolling at about the 44 right now. St. Hilaire drops back, looking for DeCorso on the far side. Complete, breaks a few tackles, down at about the 28.
And that will be another 1st down. And this is now we're seeing Lourdes' offense rolling now. See if they can keep this up for more than one drive.
Now from the 28 is St. Hilaire. He's been comfortable throwing those checkdowns, but hasn't really found anyone downfield. Let's see what he continues to do. He will go downfield. He's got DeCorso complete. Touchdown Lourdes, as DeCorso will snag his first of the game. First for Lourdes, as they cut it down to a 1-score game.
We said DeCorso was a guy to watch out here tonight. And beautiful catch there on one-on-one coverage. Nice throw by St. Hilaire. 28 yards for the hookup. St. Hilaire to DeCorso. Great job.
Looks like it was just a little bit underthrown as DeCorso stopped, but a good play to adjust. Corner didn't even really know what he was doing, as DeCorso just stopped, caught that ball comfortably in the end zone.
Oliver Pond was the man in coverage there.
And the extra point is good. Let's hear it from both teams. What a great game for this first half. We'd also like to thank McDonald's.
Let's see what this GC offense can do to answer. 10-7 GC. Now let's watch that touchdown pass one more time. Great throw there. Little underthrown, but DeCorso comes back and makes a great catch.
I'm telling you cannot have one-on-one coverage with that man. As long as the ball's thrown in his area, he looks to come down with it most of the time.
Yeah, the corner had just turned around. I don't think he knew the ball was coming, so easy jump ball there by DeCorso. But Pond was in pretty good coverage there.
So now we'll see Garvin out of the eye as he sets up for GC. Now the give, it looks like it's McIntyre as he picks up. It looks like 7 or 8 for GC.
There was some great trickery there. Almost tricked me there. Fake the handoff going one way. And then the handoff to McIntyre, the slot back coming in. And he picked up around 8 there.
Second and 2 upcoming for GC's offense. The pitch now to Body. Nice move to the outside as he'll pick up a few yards down the sideline. And it looks like he did step out.
I thought he stepped out too there. Nice call by the ref.
Staying right there at the 50, but a good pickup and a definite first down there for GC. It looks like he picked up maybe 30 yards there.
Yeah, I think a gain of 22 there by Body. Nice run there. Only needed about 2 yards.
He could have kept going, but yeah, he barely stepped out. I did catch that, though. And they will be set up now here at the 50. The 50 of Lourdes now, as we'll see Garvin in the shotgun. So that'll be the 3-minute warning. Garvin looking to pass. That's caught. Looks like he got 6 there. And GC's offense is starting to roll once again.
See where they place this ball.
Looks like they'll spot it at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5.
See, GC is probably going to try to get into, I believe, field goal range here. Might try to go for the touchdown, depending on how much they trust their kicker.
Flags out here on the near sideline as Najot will run for a first down.
See if this is on.
They're bringing it back, though. It looks like it'll be on Lourdes, so they will decline that call. And that'll move the sticks.
That results in first down for GC. They move the chains down to around the 30-yard line.
So let's see what GC decides to do. 2:40 left on the clock in this second quarter. Not too much time to march down this field, but they are at the 40-yard line.
Garvin feeling the pressure immediately from Drummond. He will try to escape, runs right into Mamalidi as he is wrapped up.
And that does not help there. He got taken back about 11 yards.
Looks like it'll be a favorable spot for GC as he'll only lose 9. Still not what you want on first down.
See what they decide to do here. They've been running a lot this game, but the one time they did go deep, it was successful. See if they do that again here. And let's see if Lourdes is ready for it.
So they will line up out of the eye. He'll roll to his left. Pressure immediately as he is down. Drummond is eating out there for Lourdes right now.
That's his 3rd sack of the game.
And the flag is thrown late.
And he just beats his man clean there. And Pavin didn't even see him coming until afterwards. Nice job by Drummond there. Gavin, sorry.
That ball will be moved way up. I believe that was on Drummond.
What did they say the call was? Not too sure. Anyway, GC's punt unit will come on.
his wonderful hat and kilt. He will now do a small dance for everyone.
Still a bit of confusion on this penalty, it seems. Refs have been talking for a while.
Yeah, I still have no idea really what it is. Nevertheless, GC will be punting.
And I think the confusion is figured out. And now GC will go back to punt.
Good kick there by Suleiman. It'll be muffed, picked back up. That's Keith Kenneth looking for a way to escape.
Great job by GC's punt team, giving him nothing there.
Good recovery by Lourdes. So they'll start deep in their own end at around.
And now with 1 minute and 49 seconds to go, this is going to be very tough.
Especially if they keep going out of that same formation. They'll be killing quite a bit of time.
Just a reminder, rugby fans,
But
your glove
I believe they have all their timeouts.
on the Brock Badgers tomorrow at 12 p.m. in OUA semifinal action. Admission is free. See you at Varsity Field.
It's going to be hard and have to march about 80 yards downfield.
They're going to need a big play. They will throw on first. I believe that was Bizjack who came up with the reception, a gain of 15. A good way to start off the drive there for Lourdes.
Now by number 29, GC, but that pass is complete. Immediately bringing up a
See if they try to hurry this up a bit.
We're at under 2 minutes left in the first half. Is everyone having a good time?
Now here's St. Hilaire looking over the middle, just way overthrown. Definitely feeling the pressure there.
Oliver Pond there fell down too. And he had his receiver wide open. Let's watch that again. Nice pressure by GC there. And you see no one in really there. Bizjack was the intended receiver and he was wide open.
Just couldn't come up with it as the pressure came off the end. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for this Lourdes offense. St. Hilaire, he's got DeCorso on the sideline. Jump ball. Nice play by the safety there for GC to break that up. That was Nathan Dixon.
Dixon, what a play there to come across. DeCorso was pretty wide open there. Had a chance to make a play on the ball, but Dixon comes across and gets a hand in there. Great coverage. And now this is 3rd down. And I'm not really sure if the punt unit will come on because like we've said before, it's very difficult to tell if Lourdes' punt unit is coming on because a lot of the same players play, but they will punt here.
Too much time to give GC the ball back at that spot if they would have gone for it, as here's a return by Guthrie with a head of steam as he's pushed it out of bounds by Mamalidi. Looks like at about midfield. And it looks like GC will look to close this quarter out with a nice drive ending up in points. We'll see how it happens.
110, if they can get a big playoff here, they can easily kick a field goal.
Suleiman's knocked back a few. I saw him in warm-up. He was pretty good, so definitely have a little bit of confidence in your kicker if you're GC. Wind isn't much of a factor.
See what they can do here, starting right at midfield.
Now Garvin dropping back. Looking deep. He told his man to adjust and go downfield, but looks like he overthrew him by just a little bit. That pass was intended for James Voris.
Looks like he was only looking in one direction because I saw a couple of receivers open there, but decides to go for the big play. Decent throw. Just a bit overthrown there.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Garvin feeling the pressure. Looks like it was a screen to body as that is wrapped right up. And with 58 seconds at midfield, probably see the punt unit coming back out here.
The punt unit will come back out. And Lourdes might have a chance to score now if they can get a good return here.
Just under a minute to go. 3rd and 10.
Looks like they'll drain as much of the time off as they can before punting away, as the Suleiman punt will be fielded by Kenneth, who is wrapped up. Forward progress has him at about the 30.
I don't think we're giving a lot of credit to this Gills punt team, but they've been doing a great job of not giving Lourdes any chance to return the ball.
Yeah, we've seen a good few returns from GC themselves, as Guthrie's had a few good returns, but on the other end, Lourdes has been wrapped up relatively quickly after they received the ball off the punt.
.36 seconds to go. See what Lourdes can do here. See if they'll just take a knee or maybe run a couple plays.
Looks like they will run a few plays, as it'll be St. Hilaire looking left sideline. That'll be picked off by Guthrie. It looks like he forced it to DeCorso there.
Guthrie was torched on all around DeCorso, and he definitely did force that there. Nice job by Guthrie to keep his eyes on the quarterback and his eyes on the ball there. Great job.
Let's hear it for your GC defense.
Nice interception by Guthrie. And we'll see GC's offense roll right back out here with 30 seconds. And now we'll see if they decide to try to do anything. Garvin out of the gun. He'll look to sling it, but that's too high for Vorvis, incomplete. Second and 10 upcoming now for Garvin. He looks to line up under center now. Nice play there by Kenneth to break that pass up on the sideline. That'll bring up 3rd with 22 seconds left.
Man, both defenses showing up in the final 2 minutes here.
Turning it into a long last 2 minutes of play, as GC will come up punting once again.
I wouldn't be surprised if they fake this here. I don't think they will, but I would not be surprised.
We'll see Suleiman. Yeah, he will punt it away. Lots of air under it, but not a great kick, as that is taken by Drummond. Looking to bounce outside. Can't get off that tackle, as he'll be brought down at about the 47. We'll see what the flag is. looked possibly like no yards.
Colin Drummond, number 2 for Lourdes, brings it back. So around the 45-yard line now. It's just under 10 seconds left. Let's hear a round of applause for both teams.
And you got to imagine this will just be a kneel down. Maybe a deep shot. Who knows?
They're moving the ball way up, so
Like I said, there was a flag on the play. And now let's see if they take a deep shot, but I imagine they will still. No, it looks like they're going to run a play here and not just need the ball.
9.6 with the ball moved way up. Ooh, not the worst thing in the world. They will throw a check down. It's incomplete.
But the clock
4.2
will
left.
stop now.
You have a chance for another one here on second.
Got to imagine they will run another play.
Yeah, but you can't be dumb here if you're Lourdes. If you don't see anything, just throw the ball away and end the half. You don't want to throw in a double coverage and risk an interception turn into a pick 6 here.
Maybe even just throw a screen pass and let one of your players do something with the ball.
It's another good option. We'll see what St. Hilaire will opt to do here for Lourdes. He'll roll his receivers out now. And they'll look deep once again. Now the pressure's coming. Another check down as he's wrapped up, and that will end the half.
Under pressure, still a great throw. Completed.
We will be back with you for the third half.
Yeah, but during halftime, we will have an interview here. Thomas Dimitrov, a former Guelph alumni, now the general manager of the Atlanta Falcons, will show you an interview with him during halftime. Then we'll be back for the second half. And we are back here for the third quarter. GC is kicking off here. No trickery as it'll be corralled by DeCorso. They'll blow it dead, not sure why.
I think they thought DeCorso took a knee there, but not really too sure about that.
Either way, I guess they will set up at about the 27-yard line. 26 maybe. So Lourdes finally got their offense figured out. And let's see if they could drive down the field to start this third quarter off.
Yeah, we saw the defense in both defenses in the last 2 minutes of the half were balling out there, making some huge plays, not allowing either team to get many yards when both could have been in scoring position.
There's the give to Mamalidi. He will fall forward for a gain of about 3 or 4. Second down upcoming. Now he'll look to throw him. He's got him on the slant. That's Kenneth. And he'll be wrapped up over the 40 to the 42. If St. Hilaire could keep hooking his players up like that on the slant route, Lourdes could really get going.
Those are 12-yard gains each time, and they're pretty much open every time when GC goes into zone. So let's see if they start going to the passing game a lot more this quarter.
St. Hilaire's just got to avoid. I mean, DeCorso is a great target, but you can't be forcing the ball to him. Pickups like that to Kenneth on the slant, those are good pickups. So we'll see if St. Hilaire could stay away from forcing the ball, as it looks like Drummond will have the carry off the pitch, and he will get about 5 yards.
Yeah, decent gain there on the run. That will lead us to second. And I believe someone is down here.
Will be number 3 on GC, Oliver Pond. The DB for them, just on a knee right now. Not sure what's wrong with him.
Maybe just a cramp. We'll take a short little break here.
So looks like Pond's all right, just walking under his own power.
It will be second and about 5.
So he'll give to Mamalidi, and he will pick up the first down, looks like, as he falls just over the marker, as Lourdes will move the sticks.
And the chains will move there, yep. Nice run here for about 6 yards. Got the first down, and Lourdes is rolling early.
Let's hear it for the GCVI defense.
Now St. Hilaire, quick hitter to DeCorso, wrapped up. Good tackle there by Guthrie, but a decent gain on first down, as it looks like he picked up 6 there, maybe 7 on the slant route for DeCorso.
See what the ref gives him. Looks like he'll give him 7 yards there. Nice tackle there by Guthrie, so nothing else happened on that catch.
He had a lot of open field, but good tackle will bring him down for still a good gain for 7 yards, as we'll see what St. Hilaire and the offense will do here on a 2nd and short opportunity. It's a give to Mamelidi as he will pick up the first comfortably, rolling all the way up to the 45-yard line.
The chains will move once again for this Lourdes offense.
And that's a favorable spot in favor of GC, as it looks like they brought it back a little bit and where I originally thought it would be. It'll be on the 42 of the Gales side of the field. Rolling to his right, feeling the pressure, St. Hilaire. He's got DeCorso. Nice
What
catch.
a catch. It's down around the 21. What a catch there.
First down for Lourdes as DeCorso will pick up the first down. Good job by St. Hilaire to roll out to his right and find a man while scrambling. Ball will be spotted at the 23-yard line as Lourdes' offense is starting to really pick it up. And they're red hot as all their plays have turned into pretty good gains, as we'll see what they could do here on 1st and 10.
And they are in field goal range here to tie this game up.
St. Hilaire feeling the pressure, tosses one up, and that'll be incomplete.
Thrown into double coverage there.
You see Aiden Carroll coming off the edge, and he's had a big impact on this game for GC, pressuring St. Hilaire on pretty much every throw.
Yeah, Hilaire's been getting assaulted back there. This D-line altogether is doing a great job.
And finally, an empty backfield here for St. Hilaire. As we'll see what they roll up. Looks like he'll keep it. And he will pick up the first down and a lot more as he is in for 6 as Lourdes takes the lead. 13-10, 14 pending the PAT.
He just found a hole. I don't think that play was designed for him to run, but he took it anyway and brought it all the way to the house. About a 21-yard run, and no one could take him down once he got going.
He's a big quarterback as well. I wouldn't really want to be in his way. He plays linebacker as well in the defense. He's pretty big for a quarterback. High snap on the kick. Either way, they will put it through. And now Lourdes is up 4. We'll see what GC's offense could do with their first possession of the second half. Lourdes turning the offense on as they seem to they were unable to find it against Centennial and unable to find their offensive touch early in this game, but looks like St. Hilaire has figured things out.
Yeah, this Lourdes offense marched right down the field there. I believe they started on their own 26, so decent drive there by Lourdes. Took a lot of time off that clock. Now GC has to answer.
Garvin with the empty backfield. And he will be wrapped right up. That was Bovell with the pressure in the sack, and a great play by Lourdes to start out this defensive possession.
Brock Gavin way back there. Like we said, this game does have huge impacts. It has a huge impact on who will play in the playoffs this year. Most likely the team that wins this game will be in the playoffs.
Big game for each side, and it looks like it was all GC early in the first quarter, but the second half, Lourdes has really turned it on as this is 2nd and 19. They will give to, I believe, Body. No, sorry, that was Joe. But they will not pick up the first, not really close, as it'll be 3rd and 12 upcoming.
Lourdes is going to have good field possession here. depending on how this kick goes.
On campus at the Griffin Center. Your 12 Griffins women's hockey team opened their 2018 campaign as they host the Winter Lancers. Tickets available at griffins.ca/tickets or at the gate on game day.
So here's Suleiman to kick it away. Decent punt there. Got some air under that punt, as Kenneth will look to return this here for Lourdes, as he doesn't really have much to work with.
Decent run back.
That's a good gain, though, as it looks like he broke it to really close to midfield.
Let's see what they can do in this possession. Not much field to work with.
Good starting field position at midfield, as that was a good return from Kenneth. There's DeCorso, or sorry, I believe that was Drummond who was wrapped up.
Nice showing by this Gales defense right off the bat.
Just a pitch there to Drummond, as you see, wrapped right up. That was Carroll coming off the edge to wrap him up. And it'll be second, and it looks like 12 upcoming here for Lourdes. Looking on the left side to Corso. That ball, it looks like he dropped it.
Dixon there.
Looks like that ball was forced up to DeCorso once again, as Dixon nearly came up with that.
Dixon again comes across the field. He's been all over St. Hilaire's passes today.
See how Dixon got up there?
Pretty impressive there.
Either way, St. Hilaire will come up punting, and that'll bounce out of bounds.
I believe at the 25, the ref is going to mark that. Decent punt. And great job by the defense. With Lourdes had pretty good field position, but GC made them 2 and out there.
This is a reminder, folks, and I will be announcing this a few times before the end of the game. We ask that all parents, families, and friends stay off the field after the game. We need to get the field and everything ready for the second game. So after this afternoon's game, please do not go on the field. We appreciate your assistance.
3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
There's the pitch to Body. He'll look to bounce outside. Flag upcoming.
I believe that will be on Body for that stiff arm.
Did get fairly close to the first down. That stiff arm was delivered on Colton McCarthy.
And right as that stiff arm happened, a flag came out. So, as you can see there on the replay.
So we'll see where the ball's spotted. Look at this one more time.
Penalties against GC, so that will bring up 15 yards now. We're going to make up what it did the first down.
So they'll move him back 5. Now Garvin looks like he'll try to keep it himself. Lourdes is having none of that as they wrap him right up.
Quarterback game
Now this is going to be another punt here.
GC's offense is starting to stall out.
Yeah, this Lourdes D is doing a great job.
So we're talking about it possibly getting in a hand earlier with GC, as they were really dominating that first quarter. Lourdes has made a great turnaround.
Yeah, if Lourdes can score here, it's going to be pretty hard for this GC offense to get back into that game.
I mean, they've really had nothing going here in this second half.
And they're going to take the safety.
And I don't know about that call, because we've seen Lourdes march right down the field a few times this game.
I'm surprised by that call, because Lourdes was just at the 50, around the 50.
Yeah, and they stalled out. They went 2 and out.
So I'm not too sure about that call.
And also Suleiman, he's had some very good punts for GC flipping the field.
He's had a couple of 40-yard punts, so they would have been right around the 50 midfield, just where they started last possession. So
I guess they figure what's the difference between 4 and 6 points, as a major would take the lead for GC either way, and a field goal would do nothing really.
And I think they're also thinking here, if they can get Lourdes on another 2 and out here.
Oh, they could get better field position for themselves.
Yeah, they could get better field position here and maybe not give up a rouge, but they did give up the 2 points anyway.
Few guys miss Mamalidi there, as that play could have got wrapped up right in the backfield, but he will get a positive gain for maybe 1 or 2 yards there.
So now this is a huge play right now for this GC defense. They can make them punt here. They'll have great field position. And that's why they just took the 2 points there.
Trying to play the field position game as they want to get back into the driver's seat of this game. Down 6 now to Lourdes after taking the safety. St. Hilaire, that's dropped, and he had his man McCarthy. Looks like he just dropped the ball there.
And now the punt unit will come on.
You say the punt unit, but they still only switch about 4 players.
And here comes the punt. And that's a decent punt from St. Hilaire.
Well, that ball's muffed. It
And
looks like
Lourdes'
DeCorso has that. Oh, no, it will be GC ball. It looks like DeCorso had an arm on that. Let's see the replay here.
It looks like DeCorso jumped right on that. The ball looks like it came right out underneath him, and Dixon picked that up.
It's tough to see from that angle.
The ref had a great view of it, so I'm sure he got the call right.
GC will set up at the 41. They don't want to repeat their last drive where they went 2 and out and took the 2 points to try to gain field position, but their defense just did come up with a big stop, so we'll see what Garvin could do and lead his offense out too for GC here. Garvin setting up a screen for McIntyre, looking to create some room, and he's wrapped right up. Looks like he picked up 1 or 2 yards possibly for GC.
Doesn't look like the ref is going to give him too much here on that spotting of the ball.
Yeah, they're going to give him 1 yard.
Almost positive that was more than 1 yard.
McIntyre made 1 or 2 guys miss, but in the end, not enough blocks to break that out any further, as we'll see Garvin out of the eye. The pitch to Body. Body trying to break it outside. Great tackle there by Colin Drummond.
Didn't give him anything. So again, GC will punt.
Very impressive stand from Lourdes' defense.
Ever since that first quarter, they've been outstanding.
They figured out how to stop the run game, and when GC tries to rely on passing the ball, they can only throw really short passes. They did have one long completion, though, and they finally figured out how to stop Body off the outside run. Time ticking down here in the third quarter. Suleiman will come up with the punt. Takes a hop. Kenneth will return that. Flight
And
down for
there's
no
gonna be
yards.
On 5 yards there from. It's going to be against GC there for because they did not give the returner 5 yards there. So this ball is going to be moved up a bit, I imagine.
So they will start at the 47-yard line. And if Lourdes, they can, I mean, we're close to the end of the third quarter. If they could chew up most of the clock here, maybe grab a score at the end of this possession, they could really make this tough for GC to come back from this.
And we saw them drive all the way down the field in the start of this half. So let's see if they can do that again.
And it looks like after rolling left, St. Hilaire will be sacked.
By Owen Sterling with a sack there. Got right in the backfield. That's a huge loss.
Great play by Sterling to come up with the sack on first. Looks like we will flip the field here, and we will start the fourth quarter with a 2nd and long.
And real long.
So now I was talking about Lourdes trying to have a long, methodical drive to chew up the clock on the fourth quarter. I don't really know about that here on 2nd and long.
Mascot's favorite song. And the mascot will now dance for this entire song.
Looks like it'll be about 2nd and 20 upcoming here.
Give it up for the mascot, folks. Give it up.
So this 2nd and 20 will start off the fourth quarter. Empty backfield now for St. Hilaire. Throwing complete. He's going to need to pick up some yards. That's
He's
Kenneth.
going to get a lot there. I think he got it.
Yeah, it looks like that tackle by Keogh led him right to the first down. Looks like his arm sleeve was pulled way out there on the tackle.
And that's a huge play there by Lourdes.
I mean, that changes the game really, as you think on 2nd and 20, GC's going to get the ball back with some decent field position, but now Lourdes has 50 yards to the end zone, definitely within striking distance to get some points and turn this into a 2-possession game.
Yeah, one more big play like that, and they're in field goal range, so this GCD cannot give up any big plays here.
Lourdes' offense looks so much more confident after their first score. And that's translated to this lead as St. Hilaire will lead his slot backs out once again. He'll unload. It's complete. Drummond, he slipped a tackle. Now picking up a first, trying to juke out of that tackle on the sideline. Looks like he gets to the 30-yard line. That's another big play for Lourdes.
And he bobbled that ball at first, and I think that fooled the DB because then he couldn't make the tackle there.
Just slipped right by him.
Let's watch that again. Bounced a bit and then went right under him and for a huge gain. And now you got to imagine they're in field goal range.
Picking up 20 on that catch and run down the far sidelines. And they only have 30 yards left of field. As St. Hilaire will give to Mamalidi, who will try to...
I think he gained about 1 with forward progress, but he was wrapped up behind the line and fought for those yards.
Try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like, yeah, maybe he did spin it for a positive gain. They'll mark it 2nd and 9. So if you're Lourdes here, do you run the ball, not risk losing any yards on a sack, and just take a field goal?
It depends how much they trust in their kicker here. Because if they trust in their kicker that he can make this 30-yard strike, easily, I'd run the ball. But if not, and they think they need a couple more, why not just throw the ball, see what happens. Throw one of those slants that have been pretty successful for them all game.
So if it were to be 3rd right now, it'll be ball spotted at the 29-yard line, take 7 for the drop back, so that'd be at the 36-yarder.
Yeah, if you can get, I'd say 35 would be in reason.
Relatively no wind here at Alumni right now, as St. Hilaire will look for a quick hitter. It's complete to Drummond. And he's pretty close to the first down. I'm not sure if he got it or not.
I'm not sure he got that. Let's see where and they're going to move the chains.
Lourdes keeps rolling as Drummond catches another quick hitter.
And this is taking time off the clock. Already 3 minutes into this final quarter.
That was a great stiff arm, though, at the end of that play. If you saw that on the replay. Here's the pitch to Drummond, running outside now, as he'll be wrapped up for a gain of about 7 yards, and Lourdes' offense is just doing whatever they want right now.
Yeah, I'd take my time here if I'm this Lourdes offense. Don't rush anything because there's still a bit of time here, and if you can take that off the clock, that would be devastating to this Gils team.
Well, where they are right now, as long as they don't turn the ball over, they're getting points and turning this into a 2-possession game, so why not chew up a bit of the clock? Yeah, for sure, go for the major, but...
See what they do here.
St. Hilaire, pressured, immediately gets off of it, as that would have been tough for field goal possession. Oh, that pass is nearly picked off.
That's interesting.
I don't know why you're throwing that.
That was a designed run for St. Hilaire, and then he told one of his receivers to just go back and to catch that ball, and Dixon read that. Nice job by him, and almost made a big play for the Gils.
That would have been disastrous if he would have been sacked, as he was well behind the line of scrimmage. That was Aiden Carroll once again with the pressure for GC off the edge. That'll bring up 3rd. And, I mean, I don't know about this one, but the offense is staying out there.
That's interesting.
I
could make this a 2-possession game, but instead they're going for it, and the pressure comes again.
Oh, that's incomplete for DeCorso.
Broken up by Curtis Martin. What a play there on DeCorso, and now that could be a costly decision.
That could come back and bite them for sure. I mean, I don't know what the coaching staff is thinking.
Clearly, they do not trust their kicker too much, because I think he could have easily knocked that one back.
Yeah, their kicker looked pretty good in warm-ups. If I was the kicker, I'd be a little bit insulted. I mean, there's no reason to go for it there. You could take the points, go up 9. I'm still puzzled by this call.
I saw the kicker kicking 30-yard field goals easily at the beginning of the game, so I'm still pretty confused.
That ball is inside the 15. That's 14. That's a 21-yarder. Now Garvin's going to unload this ball.
And the receiver had his man beat.
Skied it there, but yeah, it comes up incomplete. I'm still puzzled why Lourdes went for it there.
See, the only thing I can think of why they would go for that is if they really trust their defense, and their defense has been playing fairly good here. So clearly they have trust in their defense to pin them back, and they feel like they're going to get that field position back.
Garvin, complete. Not sure why the whistle wasn't blown there, but he's finally brought down. That was McIntyre with the catch.
And now that will bring up third. And you got to think the Geels have to punt here. Not really a choice. And they talked about it, it seemed.
So now Lourdes definitely could take up a lot more of this clock with a possession here. Suleiman, not a great punt there, as that'll go out of bounds at the 46, it looks like.
He's had some really good punts this game. That was not one of them.
45 is where they will spot it, and this is fantastic field position for Lourdes.
Remember, too, folks, to join us for Griffin Hockey, October 27th at 2 p.m. on campus at the Griffin Center. Your 12th Griffin women's hockey team opens their 2018 campaign as they host the Windsor Lancers. Tickets available at griffins.ca/tickets or at the gate on game day.
Here's St. Hilaire on first. And he'll be wrapped right up to give to Mamalidi.
Nice play there by the Geels defense, not giving them any room there to run. And big second down here.
2nd and 12 upcoming. Here's St. Hilaire, escaping the pressure. He's going to take it himself. Nice stiff arm, and he will get wrapped up out of bounds. Play looked like it had some potential, but it was blown up by Keogh, it looked like. That'll force Lourdes to punt.
Lourdes could pin them again here. And if Lourdes gets a good kickoff here, they could easily pin them.
Clock's now rolling. Line drive kick, fielded by Guthrie. And now Guthrie's going to break a decent return. Still up now is Anakin Guthrie with a lot of field. Guthrie looks to be gone. Down to the 10. And Guthrie returns this kick for GC as they go up.
What a play there. Guthrie takes it all the way to the house.
But there's a flag down. Hold on. And by the look of DeCorso after talking to the refs, he's saying this is coming back. What a return by Guthrie.
From the 10, took it all the way back, but there's a flag on the play.
For number 23, Andrew Guthrie, that brings it to a tie game, 16-16.
No, they're going to keep it.
And it will be a touchdown. Huge play by Guthrie.
What a return by Anakin Guthrie. What a return by Anakin Guthrie. He looked to be wrapped up right in front of the Lourdes sideline, spinned off a few tackles, broke it to the near side, and never looked back.
Wow. What a turn of events here. Had it deep in GC territory. And just Guthrie takes it from the 10 all the way back to the house. 90-yard return.
GC takes the lead right back.
And now this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
And I don't mean to go back on that decision by Lourdes to not kick that field goal, but come on. I mean, here's another look at the punt return. Right when he got to that near side, he had a few blocks and he knew he was gone. But yeah, going back to that decision, I don't know why you don't kick that field goal.
Yeah, I know. Then they end up punting on the next possession, and that gets taken all the way back. Just an unfortunate turn of events.
Coaches got to be kicking themselves as that play is incomplete.
Because if they kick that field goal, they're still in the lead right now.
Yeah, they're up 2. Here's St. Hilaire. Looking. Bizjack dropped it again. Oh my goodness, that's a rough.
And now they will punt again. Or maybe not. Only 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Clock is stopped right now.
Or sorry, that wasn't Bizjack. I believe that was Kenneth. Either way, 2 straight drops.
It looks like a little drizzle is coming down on the field. Nothing too much to impact the game.
You could see the frustration on the Lourdes, or from the Lourdes players, as that is an awful kick, and everything is going wrong for Lourdes right now. 2
Everything
drops
that could possibly go wrong is going wrong.
and that punt netted for about 11 yards. So this is a very unfortunate series of events, and you just got to keep going back to not taking those points.
If they would have taken those points right now, they would be up by 2. Don't know why they did not take those 3 points. Clearly, they had no trust in their kicker, even though it's a 21, and we watched him hit 30-yard field goals.
If I was the kicker, I'd be very insulted that you wouldn't let me go out there and take a 21-yard kick to take the lead to 9 points it would have been at the time. I don't know. If Lourdes loses this game, I don't think they're letting that go from the coaching staff. But before worrying about that, let's just worry about this GC possession as.
And we just got the 3-minute warning.
Looks like they picked up about 6 on that one.
Not very much time to go in this game.
So the 3-minute warning will slow things down a little bit.
Play will resume here.
Garvin will line up under center in the I. The give to Najot. He has a big hole there as he will pop that for a first down.
Number 10, the ball carrier, brings it up 70 yards, giving GC the first down. Here goes James.
I know we've been talking a lot about that coaching call, but let's not forget that was a fantastic return by Guthrie.
Oh, yeah, took that from the 10 all the way to the house. That was pretty impressive. I don't know how they had the energy to do that.
That was a long run. He went across the field too. He was on the far sideline, spun off a few tackles, went to the near sideline. As that was a low pitch to Najot. He did corral it though and gets a positive gain out of it. Looks like he picked up 6 or 7.
I think he had 9 there. Let's see where they spot this. I could be wrong from up here. And I think I am. About 7.
A gain of 170 yards that will bring up 2nd and 3 for GC with just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
And now GC's definitely in field goal range. If they do stall out here on the second down, they could extend their lead to more than a field goal. Garvin's under center once again out of the eye. They will give to Najot, who will
Be swallowed up there.
I don't know if he got to the 20 with forward progress or not. We'll see where they spot the ball. 2 minutes remaining here.
Mongu with the stop there.
But it is enough to move the chain.
The
And they
chains
move
will
the chains,
get
and
moving.
Lourdes is not like that call.
1st and 10 with 2 minutes left in the game.
First down here for GC. They're not even marching closer and closer to the end zone, but they're killing some clock as well.
And also could kick a field goal here. Give them the 4-point lead and take that option of Lourdes kicking a field goal to win this game.
Yeah, just take it right out of the question as Najot is wrapped right up.
And if Lourdes wasn't mad right now, they're steaming because that ball came out, but the ref did blow that dead on forward progress.
You can see Zach DeCorso out there not happy at all, as it looks like he was the one that ripped the ball out. So it looks like GC will take a quick timeout. Or probably Lourdes, actually, seeing if they want to stop the clock.
I believe it was GC, seeing Lourdes isn't going to the sideline.
So after talking it over, GC's offense will return to the field with a 2nd and I believe 7 upcoming.
Second and about 7.
The pitch to Body. Nice cut by Body. Not sure if he did pick it up or not.
Let's see. This is a big coaching decision by GC. Because if that's 1 in inches, you could easily sneak that for the first. And I think that's going to be short on that replay. That looks short. 3rd and 2. What do you do here?
I don't know. This is the coaching. This is why coaches get paid in the higher levels. I mean, coaching decisions like this in this specific situation really determines what type of coach you are.
What would you do in this situation?
Honestly, I mean, I'm just commentating the games, but if I had to make a choice, Lourdes' offense had been stuck. I'd probably trust it. They won't punch it in. I'd just take 3. But you also know as well that even if you are unsuccessful on this down, then Lourdes has to march all the way down the field from their own 10.
That's what I'm thinking right now. If I'm this GC offense, I'm gonna say we don't get it. They're at the 10. We kick that field goal. They start at the 35.
That's a long field, yeah.
And there's only 1 minute and 31 seconds to go, so it looks like they're gonna go for it here.
Najot makes a man miss, and he picks up the first. What a run for Najot, as he will pick up the first down, and it'll be 1st and goal from, it looks like, the 5-yard line. Great run.
Najot seems to be the guy they go to on those short yardage situations. And he showed why right there.
Looks like he fell forward to about the 6-yard line. And the gamble pays off for GC. They do pick up the first down, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 6.
Not sure where the clock stopped here.
Oh, it's a 3-minute warning. The clock will stop until...
Oh, no. Because they weren't at the ball yet. Yeah. My bad.
So now Garvin will line up out of the eye once again. Najot is out there in favor, over body, as he will look to be wrapped up. Still fighting, actually. And now they'll finally whistle it dead.
Hand off to number 40 again with a big fight towards the end zone. Will gather a few more yards, bringing up 2nd down, 2nd goal, with close to only 1 minute left in this game.
Let's see.
They'll bring body back in.
Lourdes has not used a timeout yet.
Clock's rolling.
Clock's still going.
I don't know why Lourdes is holding on to those timeouts. This clock's going to run way down. Here's a pitch to body. He is stopped here. Now it'll be 3rd down. You'll probably see GC going for it as well.
I'm going to try to punch this in. Because like we said before, 30. Do you want to start at the 35 or do you want to have 6 more points? It's either you don't get it, they're at their own 3. And with 42 seconds left, that's almost impossible.
They're not even going to call a timeout either. This clock's going to keep running.
Let's hear it for both teams here. With 30 seconds left to go.
Lourdes, no timeout.
I don't know about that one, as Najot
I don't think he
will
got
be
in.
stopped. But Lourdes could have called timeout in both of those plays and had a minute left.
A big stop by Lourdes defense at the goal line.
Pretty clutch play there by the Lourdes D with what they're working with, but
Good stop for sure, but
Having only 19 seconds
they took that time right down.
so 98 yards. Let's hear it for both teams.
St. Hilaire does have a pretty good arm, but there's no way he's throwing the length of this field.
No, especially, I mean, the Canadian ball's a little bit bigger than an NFL ball.
And same with the field.
Field's a little bit bigger as well. Extra 10 yards.
With the pressure that the Gales have been bringing.
Yeah, you're going to have to get this
They're
in
just
2
going to
plays.
sit back in zone here, 19 seconds.
Oh, yeah, no reason to do anything else here, as St. Hilaire will drop back, looking for the Corso, caught.
Nice tackle, and
They're
do we
probably
see a
going to call a timeout here.
Pass is complete.
Either way, they could just hurry up back to the line, but
Several catches for number 4 Lourdes tonight.
And it looks like they did call a timeout. No, they did
no, they
not.
didn't.
Interesting decision there.
10 seconds now. St. Hilaire, pressure, incomplete.
And that will stop the clock.
So now knowing you can't throw deep, we might see the Lourdes offense get creative with some laterals with 7 seconds to go.
Why not?
Would you take a shot here? Would you throw like a screen, try to open some
screen
up
or
on
keep it
field?
with St. Hilaire? We saw him break free good. He's a very hard guy to tackle, and he can make people miss and then just have people behind him for those lateral plays.
The time was not on Lourdes' side near the end of this game. They still do have a slim chance here inside their own 20-yard line. 7 seconds to go. Throw for DeCorso. He didn't get out of bounds.
Let's see if this ref marks him out of bounds. I think he called it. I think the ref just signaled that he was out of bounds.
Okay, so 2.6 seconds left. Lourdes going to have to get creative with this one.
Lourdes the Gills D in deep zone here. And why not?
No reason not to. Just play prevent. Don't let anything by you. Pressure, and that will conclude this game. The punt return from Guthrie was a big factor. Flip this game, and GC will win it in the end.
Both teams fought so hard here. The deciding factor, that big coaching decision that might have cost Lourdes a chance, not only in this game, but in the playoffs. It's like we said at the beginning of this game, this had huge playoff implications.
Yeah, they lose by 1 point. And they just, all they have to do is put the ball through the uprights, take the 3 points, a 21-yard field goal. But either way, it was a great game of football here. We'll be back at 7 o'clock for Centennial and St. James, the two top teams of D10. That's going to be a great football game. But this game will end in GC 17 and Lourdes 16. Thanks for watching.